I've done everything I can to make my office as productive as I can. I've got my tool wall, I've got my desk set up, all my 3D printers, some shelves, but it's just turned into a bit of a mess. And I kind of got this system going on under and around my monitors, but I just know it can be better. And recently I've had a couple of ideas of how all of this can be improved, better use of the space, and a better use for everything that I do here. I pack parcels here, I design 3D prints here, I clean 3D prints, I take calls. I do a lot. This is basically where I spend 99% of my working life here. Today I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to improve that with 3D printing and some other cool gear that we can integrate within this 3D printing setup that I've got the idea in my head. I'm hoping it works out either at least as good or maybe even better than I'm actually envisioning. But there's only one way to find out. I haven't done anything yet. Nothing has been prepared. You can see right now, it's all a mess. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so a lot needs to happen before we can actually get on with the fun stuff, actually rebuilding the desk. So if I should turn you around. So I've got all this crap just under here. Those boxes are just full of wires that I never use. I put my 3D prints that are ready to pack and go under there. It's just a mess. So those boxes can go by there. And then we've got a new unit where I'm going to put all my packing materials under there. So that's the plan. But actually, this shelf by here needs to move before I can do any of that. But here's just the state of the room. It's a mess. It's not productive at all. I think it can be used way better than it is now. So let's get on with it and see what happens. So it took about an hour, but I've moved everything. Now I just need to move my small 3D printer somewhere. Probably just put that in the living room. And then these wooden drawers are gonna go under my desk. And then we can build the unit within this space. I've got to go to work in an hour, so hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I'd like to get this done before I go. That would be nice. You might not believe it, but this is it. Apparently there's a dresser in here that can fit within that space, so I'm gonna go ahead and build this and see. I'm actually less confident now. Let's find out. Okay, so it's done. Feels cheap. It was cheap, but it's only to put package supplies in. It'll do. It doesn't really fit the space as well as I thought, but it's better than the solution I had where like all my packaging supplies were just everywhere. I'm probably not going to show you most of this because this isn't the exciting part. This was just something that needed doing. All this stuff needed moving. Let's get on to the actual desk setup. So this is how I've actually set it up. I've put the bins under there instead because this unit kind of just looked dumb being there. But now we're going to get on to the exciting part. We've cleaned up everything else. So this is the second part out of 3. First part was to clean up this. Got this unit. Second part is now I've got this newer pole that's going to go over my desk. So this is going to allow me to attach camera equipment, lighting, my webcam, other camera stuff like that, maybe like a little monitor and more. I just think this will allow me to get stuff up out of the way, have an actual place to clamp it. So I've got it mounted, but actually I can't mount anything by here because like all this networking equipment. And I've got boxes under there now, so there's actually not enough room. So this whole tidying thing, and I've kind of screwed myself, but I've got a plan. I didn't measure it. Right, bit of an issue. I didn't look at the measurements before I bought it. My desk's 160, this goes 120. Fuck's sake. So we're actually gonna have to go and do the last step next, and then I've got a plan for the not fitting of the camera rig that was gonna go over. Maybe it doesn't need to go on either side. So it looks ugly, right? But on the left, we've got somewhere for my label printer to go. We've got my dock for my laptop, and then we've got a slot for my Scarlett interface. Then drawers, Then 3 slots for my labels when I print my products. So I've got the not printing, printing, and printed. And then just more drawers, more storage. There's always like little bits, and if I can keep that somewhat organized, guaranteeing I probably won't. One feature you probably can't see is I've got these little channels and grooves. So the idea is we're going to put an RGB strip in, and then we should be able to slide a diffuse layer that will have to 3D print out a thin white filament, and it should go all the way around, and then it'll just dangle on the back. So this is a little cutout here because that's where my monitor stand is currently situated. There's a slight issue with my X400 at the moment where it's leaving lines. You'll probably see that. And then we'll go ahead and just stick it together, maybe glue it, maybe not, because if I say replace my dock, this isn't as modular as I wanted it to be, but if I replace my dock or like new interface, I don't want to have to print the whole thing again because I've glued it together. Let's go and get this done, and I'll show you when it's almost there or there. Okay, so I printed most of the pieces. We've got the left. Didn't really organize this very well. Oh, let me show you what. So this is what I meant. This is what my X400 is doing. It doesn't really matter because you won't be able to like see this when it actually comes to it anyway. But you can see it's just got big gouges on it. They're very consistent with all the models. I'll fix that another point at a time. We got the next centerpiece. Just go here. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever built, but it actually turned out pretty cool. And I'm kind of nervous to see whether this even fits in, because I built the whole thing in Tinkercad, right? Because first of all, I'm not the world's greatest Fusion user. I'm trying to switch to Linux. You can't use Fusion on Linux. Let's put this together, take off all my crap that I've currently got, and just see whether it works. I haven't even tested the audio interface or anything like that fits in. It's gonna be a pain if it doesn't. Right, I predicted there might be some issues. I didn't quite get the measurement right. This won't butt up against the monitor. We're gonna have to either move the monitor, figure something out. Didn't account for the feet. Measured everything else. Nice. Also, if you've ever owned a Scarlett interface, you'll know that you need to take this out constantly to unplug and replug it, because for some reason this thing just craps out every now and again. So I'm glad it's somewhat snug, but also easily removable. The dock ended up sitting nice and flush. It had to stick out, it just had to. I didn't want to make the whole thing wider just for the edge of this dock. I'm not a big fan of the dock anyway, so we'll end up replacing it and designing the whole thing differently, but for now, I'm pretty happy with that. Look at that. So that's back. It's probably going to have to move when we put the camera rig up again, but laptop is back up for now. Let's get on to the rest. Right, let's try this again. I've already put one pole up so you can see it actually supports against. So you can see it's actually squeezing this side together, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to make sure, because obviously they're in segments, so if this side of the camera rig and the other side of the camera rig, it should mean everything will be more stable. So let's go ahead and do the other side now. So you can see that I couldn't actually butt it up against where I needed to because part of my desk is already in the way. So I put my monitor stand behind, that's already there. Okay, it's not actually pushing up against there where I wanted it to, but that's okay. I think it's going to be fine either way. This hasn't all been as like well filmed and as cinematic as I thought it'd be. That's just the nature of doing like work like this, right? If you ever rearranged a room and you have a plan and then it just all falls apart. It's taken about a week longer than I thought it would. I'm glad this kind of works. It's literally on the cusp of this is the extent of how long this pole goes. it does not extend anymore. I'm excited though. It's just gonna allow me to pop some lights on here, my camera, my webcams. I'll still have a nice space, organized desk. Let's tidy up because you can't see the state of my actual room. You might have seen in the last shot, but I got three of my drawers in, four of my drawers in. There's one over on this side as well. Still waiting for two more to print. Then we'll be able to put the RGB in the run by here, and then we'll put some more stuff on the rig. We'll tidy it all up and I'll give you the worthwhile shot at the end, just to show you that this isn't the mess it looks at the moment. So we've got this LED strip, which we're going to put through the side. It's individually lit RGB LEDs, so hopefully we should get some cool patterns just so it doesn't have to stay as one color as it goes around, but I am going to need to unravel it all before we put any of it on. Honestly, I think for the sake of really not messing this up, I am just going to use the whole strip, and whatever's left over can just hang out the back. We probably won't see it anyway, but it should just go in. Now, the awkward part is going to be in around this corner. I didn't really think about how I was going to do it. Definitely should have thought about how I was going to do it. It's not as flexible as I thought it was going to be. I've turned it on so I can see if I kill it. So I don't mind manhandling this part. Because if it breaks, then I've still got more left. Oh, I didn't explain. You're probably wondering why I'm not using the channels that I built in either side, because it doesn't work. I printed them way too thin. I could go in there, but it's all inconsistent. I just didn't design it very well. I've also just realized this isn't individually lit. It's just cheap crap. But the worst part is it wasn't cheap. There we go. So you've seen it. What do you think? Probably a lot better than it seemed to have been, right? Throughout the whole video. Nothing went right. It didn't even turn out how I thought it would turn out. Should have planned a lot better. It's not for everybody, but for me, I'm functional for form anyway. This is better than I could have thought it would have been. It works for me. I'm sure things will change, but it's way more versatile now. I can move stuff around. I can put things in places that just work for me. Having this unit by here so I can pack parcels, having all of these drawers. Okay, it's not perfect. It's not even close. The light bar, yeah, I could have done a lot better with that. Maybe got some better lights, but I don't really want an RGB light going all the way around. I would have probably just kept it one color. You see a lot of these people and they do like desk setups with 3D printing. They all tend to go more minimal. So what I've done is gone the opposite, because you can't be minimal. If you're creative, you need stuff around you. It's clean, it's tidy. I never put my cameras away, I never put my microphones away, because any sort of friction like that is just going to make you create content less. It's going to make you not want to do the creative process as much because we're lazy. I like having my stuff around. I like knowing that my cameras are both there. I've got my webcam camera. I've got my actual camera for YouTube. So now I can do these type of videos. I know I've got a good background for it. I'd never had that before. We're just filming like random places. The lighting's a lot better. I think this looks pretty good. Let me know if you've ever done anything that you suggest, anything I can add. Maybe I'm not changing this anytime soon. Maybe I'll update this in like a year, but unless I get some new equipment. So if I want to change my dock. So I'm gonna have to do something at some point. So give me your ideas. Let me know if you've ever done anything I can add. We got some good videos coming up. Hopefully we're gonna get a preview of a Kickstarter. I've said that a few times now, it's been delayed, and some other big projects on the go. So, as well as a couple smaller ones. If you want to support the channel, we've got a Patreon down in the description. Not only does it support the channel and me, you get yourself access to some exclusive 3D models made by myself that you can either print at home or you can sell. There are multiple licenses. You get the videos. If you don't get them early, because I'm working on a schedule. If you don't get them early, or at least get them sponsor free if there's ever going to be a sponsor. I'm trying to get better about being consistent with YouTube, but like I said last time, I'm not going to upload something just because I say I want to do a video every week. I won't put out crap. If videos take weeks, I started this project 3 and a bit weeks ago. It takes time. I needed to live in it. I needed to make sure this was the setup that you were going to see. I'm not just going to put something out there for the sake of putting it out there. If you got it this far in the video, surely it deserves a subscribe. We've got loads of other content. You can watch me melting plastic in my old office, my old kitchen. We 3D printed t-shirts 3D printed on t-shirts last time if you didn't see that. So go check out my other content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.